Hey everybody, I'm Yasmin Vossoughian and welcome to an MSNBC special, Heart Health Lives in the Balance. In the half hour ahead, I want to take an in-depth journey into the crisis of pericarditis. It is an issue that is literally close to my heart. In December of 2022, I was diagnosed with pericarditis after contracting a virus, Coxsackie, from my son. I had severe chest pains when I would breathe in, also shooting pains up and down my left arm and into my neck. I was hospitalized with a pericardial effusion, fluid around my heart, which was subsequently drained. After being discharged, I developed myocarditis after feeling a flutter sensation in my heart and was readmitted for 5 more days where they adjusted my medication and they monitored me. Since then, I've been in recovery. For 6 months, unable to exercise at all, I've been taking a cocktail of medications, high-dose Motrin 3 times a day, colchicine, and medications to protect my heart for blood pressure and heart rate. In early July, I had a cardiac MRI and was given the all clear and have had a gradual return to normalcy.
Mommy's first run, and I've got people to accompany me. You guys ready? Nora, you ready?
Yep.
Az, you ready?
Yeah. Mama, are you still sick?
No, I'm getting better. Okay, here we go.
Kids always keeping it real there, but the threat is always lingering, right? That pericarditis might return. And for some, it is a lifelong struggle. Pericarditis affects 28 out of every 100,000 people every year. Most people survive and go back to living normal lives, but it can significantly impact how we live those lives. As I'm finding out firsthand, the emotional and the physical scars that it leaves behind. I want to use my story to help others. In just a couple of minutes, I'll be joined by 2 prominent experts in this field, Dr. Alan Klein and Dr. Martin Lewinter, to talk about the causes, the symptoms, and the treatments for pericarditis. But I want to start with the personal as we explore heart health, lives in the balance. And we have 2 pretty amazing women to get things started, both in this fight with me. Dawn Staley, Basketball Hall of Famer, Olympic gold medalist, head coach of college basketball's South Carolina Gamecocks. Also, Carol Ann Devine, a second-grade teacher and mother of 2 from Long Island. Welcome to you both, guys. Thanks for joining me. Dawn, I want to start with your story first. It was 2016, right? Summer Olympics in Rio. You were assistant coach of Team USA, and you started having symptoms. What happened?
What happened was it took me by surprise because as an athlete, you're used to certain pains and, you know, the orthopedic area.
Yeah.
This was actually my heart, and it was a different pain. So I immediately sought out our team doctor to see, you know, what was going on. And he really didn't tell me anything besides giving me some Tylenol. And actually Tylenol calmed it down. And then I had another episode in Rio, and I just handled it with Tylenol. But when I got home, I had one more episode, and I ended up going to the emergency room. And basically, they can't tell you anything besides you probably need to see a cardiologist. So I went to see a cardiologist, and he basically said, you have a classic case of pericarditis. And I'm like, well, what is pericarditis?
Yeah.
And obviously, you do your research. And the one thing I did read up on Google is you don't die from it. So if I don't die from it, I can pretty much handle it. And then you go into this mode of being your own advocate. You know, he told me I had a classic case of pericarditis. I wanted to see and find out who was the best in treating pericarditis. And obviously, Dr. Alan Klein was that person, and I immediately went to see him, and he put me on the right track to be where I am today, sitting here without any episodes in the past 3 years, thank God.
Yeah, that's amazing. And we're going to talk to Dr. Klein in a moment. Caroline, take us back. You were having similar symptoms, right? You were having pain, fever, fatigue. What else? What was going on?
So it started for me in September of 2020.
Okay.
At that point, it was still sort of the height of COVID. And so if you mentioned things like shortness of breath, chest pain, fever, there were some people that thought that I likely had COVID. No home tests at the time were available. So I tried to rest at home, and after about a week of that, I realized that I needed to get more care. I actually started getting a little bit of nausea. Went back to the urgent care. They sent me right to the emergency room. At that point, that was the first time I had ever heard pericarditis. So then it was a long journey of finding out why the pericarditis was there. Was it autoimmune? Did I have some sort of a condition like lupus or mixed connective tissue disease that needed some help? Or was it idiopathic, where they don't know where it came from? And after about 6 months of recurring flares, I had had about 5 flares. I decided, like Dawn, to reach out, become my own advocate and reach out for some support. I found the Global Pericarditis Support Group on Facebook, and that's how I found Dr. Klein. I said, let me call the best and see if he can take me.
The craziest thing to me about this whole thing is how there's not much you can really do about it except wait. And a quote that you put out there really stuck with me as a runner. And you said, as an athlete, you get injured and you think you can fight through it. You know that your body can heal itself. But pericarditis is different. You can't will yourself to get better. What was the process like for you? Because you have to be so stagnant to get better.
The process was very frustrating because you're used to, getting injured and you seek treatment and then you follow the rules and then you get better. Mm-hmm. But with pericarditis, you have to medicate, you have to rest, and as Dr. Klein would say, basically sit down and have a coffee.
Yeah.
And we're in the middle of our season. And it's actually the season that we won our first national championship. So he's like, sit down. And I'm like, no, I got to go, 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 go. So I do believe my process was a lot longer because I did not take the time that it's needed for you to heal. And when you're an athlete, you're in that mode of fighting through. And I know I fought through, but it probably could have been a lot easier had I taken the time off. But we can't afford to leave the things that we really love and we're passionate about. I had probably 15 players that if I took the year off,
they're depending on you.
They're depending on me. So I had to depend on my doctors, Dr. Klein, the doctors the cardiologists that I had in Columbia, South Carolina. They both did a great job we formed this team, and this team that allowed me to continue to do what I'm doing while monitoring me and also allow me to just have a space. Because Caroline, I don't know how you did it, but you had support of your husband, but I didn't have that. I actually didn't want that. So I was able to deal with it and just grind it out like athletes.
How did you tell yourself to settle down? How did you finally get through to yourself to say, I need to rest if I'm gonna survive this thing and get better?
Well, the episodes kept me out. Like the episodes would actually wipe me out. So I tried to go to practice and I would be sitting in the chair, leaned over for almost the entire practice. I missed some shoot-arounds because I just could not function. And then I'm just like, I have to do what the doctors are telling me to do. I have to just, you have to be able to pivot. You have to be able to do the exact same things that you tell your athletes to do, is you tell your kids to do. If something's not right, then you have to act. And I had to act. And I wanted to get off medicine.
Yeah.
So you adhere to what the doctors are saying to get off medicine a lot quicker.
She's getting into some of the emotional scars that you have to deal with and that you develop after having pericarditis. And I know you're a mom as well.
Absolutely.
Of 2 young kids. And you said to me off camera, they never knew you as the person you were. They've only seen you your 9-year-old now, saw you as someone who has been dealing with this disease. What has that been like? How has it been to get through this moment in your life, having those 2 young children and being a teacher to young kids as well?
So as far as my children are concerned, I think my 9-year-old, who was 6 at the time that I got sick, I think we're kind of in this new discovery phase of my son learning who his mother really is, because from 6 to 9, I wasn't well, I wasn't myself. And so also with the mental emotional piece, a lot of my identity is a teacher and being there for the kids, and to actually have to walk away mid-year from my students, I get chills talking about it. I was worried about them, but my kids need a mom and my husband needs a wife, and eventually those students will be there for me when I'm ready to get back to them.
Yeah, I kept telling myself, this is going to pass. This will eventually pass.
Absolutely.
I will eventually get better. There is an end in sight. And we're going to be talking about some of the treatments coming up as well that both of you have been through, along with my treatment as well.